Very good afternoon. This is Dinakaran J, working as assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Today I am going to discuss the subject on drone technologies. This subject comes for the Department of Mechanical, Mechatronics and Robotics and Automation. The regulations 2021. Today I am going to discuss the topic on future drones and safety. So as far as the drone is concerned, how the future drones will be applied in all the safety systems and future purposes. So futures are involving towards a higher autonomy using artificial intelligence for advanced detect and avoid capabilities and operating within unmanned traffic management. So you can see here the fire which is occurred in some region. So how the drones to save that region using drone with having the safety system to incorporate in that they can fly through autonomous system to enhance safety purpose. So future drones technologies and trends is unmanned traffic management system are being developed to manage the high volume of drones. So here the drones can made in large volumes, so that particularly in urban areas they are using the drones for safety purpose as well as more developed to manage in a high volume of drones. So in a remote identification, these regulations requires drones to broadcast identifications informations to allow authorities to identify the track them for essential for security and safety. So remote ID regulations are used to require drones and broadcast identifications. And coming to the geofencing, here technology to automatically prevent drones from entering restricted areas. So geofencing, as you know that the fencing region, there is restricted area such airports or crucial infrastructure. So there the safety is required. So that geofencing technology to automatically prevent drones from entering or restricting areas. Pollution avoidance, also one of the future trends in autonomous system designed to detect and avoid other aircraft, buildings and obstacles. So here the drones which is flying from one region to another, there is a detection any obstacles are there. There is a collision avoidance is mandatory, so that it can be uh, implemented in a collision advanced system. So standardized training, here proper training for operators. So for drone operators, they must have a proper training certificates also. With respect to that, the focusing on situational awareness and risk mitigation is increasingly important for safe operations. And coming to the safety risk and challenges. So here the safety risk or collision risk, privacy concern and regulatory gaps. So in a collision risk, increased air traffic poses higher risk of accidents with aircraft and buildings. Privacy concern drones with cameras raise significant data privacy issues. So regulatory gaps, technology is advancing faster than the regulations intended to manage them. So the safety risk guidelines to fly. So how the approach of drones to fly in risk, that is the mitigation risk, such as turbulence area or human error and medical issues through preparation and adherence to protocols. So based on the protocols, the guidelines are there. With respect to the guidelines, the safety purpose, they must fly as per the guidelines. So key guidelines include keeping seat belts fastened manner and following crew instructions. So crew instruction is important and reviewing safety cards and staying hydrated to avoid fatigue. So staying hydrated is important so that to avoid fatigue conditions. So the tiredness is not to in the situations so that we must follow the instruction given by the crew and the key safety risk in aviation. So what are the key safety risk in aviation is one is turbulence and human error, medical emergencies and weather conditions and drone interference. So in turbulence, unexpected violent or air movements can cause injuries. Fatigue, stress or lack of knowledge from pilots or passengers. Medical emergencies in flight health issues often due to altitude changes, weather conditions, severe unexpected weather affecting flight operations. And drone interference as unauthorized drone flights need airports and restricted zones. Finally, the specific aviation regulation. So using the regulation need occurred in India, so primarily governed by the Aircraft Act. So according to the 1934 Act and the rules, Aircraft Rules and Regulations in 1937, which established the legal framework for safety and airworthiness and licensing. So the Director General of Aviation (DGCA) oversees the compliance issuing and civil aviation requirements cars based on ICAO standards. So operation and licensing, how the licensing will given to the crews, flight time limitations, that is restrictive guidelines define maximum flight duty periods, rest requirements and cumulative flight limits to prevent pilot fatigue. So flight crews logbooks. So rule number, according to rule 16A, requires every licensed flight crew members to maintain a personal logbook in ink to record all flight times. So remote pilot operations, UAVs rules regulate drones, outlining remote pilot certification, airspace restriction and mandatory equipment requirements. Thank you for watching this video.